for curry, girl, come. Sexy woman alone getting some. Come and bubble, we put Chef Jason. All them woman begging me to come.
Hey guys, I am excited because today we will be bubbling on ReadySetRose.com. We've got the original bubbling star all the way from Trinidad and Tobago, Chef Jason Peru. Hello.
Oh my god, it's a privilege to be here on ReadySetRose for the first time, Rose.
I am excited because you've been doing all the recipes under Yum on ReadySetRose.com, and the viewers, they've been trying out the recipes.
Good feedback, right? Yeah, I've been
Very
seeing
good
it.
feedback. People love food. I love food. You know that.
And I'm glad for the opportunity to showcase those recipes on Yum. And I actually left Trinidad and Tobago, flew all the way to the tri-state area to be on ReadySetRose. And it's not hot. It's cold, Rose.
I know you're accustomed with the short pants, as you always say.
I always say I'm a tropical boy.
Today is single digits, guys. Single digit. It is really cold outside. But you know what? We're going to heat up the kitchen because you've got all this curry. I see you bring some friends with you.
I did bring some friends with me. And as you know, I brought an extensive line of Chief brand products with me. I'm a spokesperson for Chief. I've been using their products for quite a while right now. So to have them on board and use their products and actually carry it out of the Caribbean, it's a huge accomplishment.
Well, you sang that song, If You Hurry for Curry, Girl Come. And I'm here. I came. I want
You
curry.
came, definitely.
I know, Chief, when this particular brand, when they heard your song, they were really, really taken by it.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why they're like, you know what? We want him on board.
By all means. So here I am, live and direct, right here on ReadySetRose.com, ready to bubble. And we're going to be doing some basmati rice today. We're using some Chief brand cinnamon and cardamom inside there. Coconut curried chicken. Yes, you got taken back already. Everyone gets carried away with coconut curried chicken. I'm going to put some pigeon peas inside there, trying to bring a little bit of West Indian flair. Some potatoes. And I'm going to do a little spin on a West Indian salad using cashews and tomatoes, avocado inside there, purple onions. It's going to be perfect.
And the beauty about it is that you found these ingredients, these products right here in the tri-state area.
By all means, the produce, but even the cheap brown products, you could find it in all West Indian supermarkets here in the tri-state area, and that's really convenient, especially to people who miss home sometimes and they need to get that trini flavor.
Pay attention, recipe coming up.
So, you ready to bubble?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do this. Woo!
Wow, look at this spread. I mean, without cooking, before cooking, I just want to take everything and eat. But, you know, right now, what's going through his mind is that she's crazy. We need to bubble. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Chef?
We're going to get started on the basmati rice.
Okay.
Oh, I started it earlier because we could just leave it let it boil while we get to other things.
Okay.
Okay?
And that's good.
That's good.
That's a good method.
That's a good method.
And I noticed that you have cold water in there.
Yes, actually, I'm now going to put it on the stove. I'm going to put it on a medium fire, and basmati rice is best boiled when the water is cold.
Okay.
Could you hand me the spice plate?
Absolutely. And what do we have in here?
I have some Chief brand cinnamon. It's always good to flavor it. A little bit of aromatics in the water. And I have some cardamom pods, and I'm just going to add about 3 to it. And
brilliant.
That's really going to give you the nice essence that basmati rice is known for. And we have about 2 cups of basmati rice. I have about 4 cups of water here. So we want to put that inside. Isn't anything that you don't like, Rose?
Not really. Now it's bubbling time.
By all means. Could you add some salt for me inside here, just a little bit?
Absolutely.
And we just want to leave this.
So I'm what you call a sous chef, right?
Exactly.
How is that?
That's perfect. Good job.
So
I have the rice is done. Let's leave that right there.
Okay.
I'm going to put this on a medium heat. This is my pan.
Alright.
And we're going to get all West Indian. Now we're going to start to smell the place with curry and chunky down everything.
No problem by me. I love curry. Actually, really quick story. Last week my mom said she was going to make some pilau. I came home from school and I smelled curry, and she's like, I said, I smell curry. She said, yeah, I changed up the recipe. And I'm like, Mom, thank you. I love curry. 2 days curry back to back. Perfect. So should I hand you?
Can you have any spice plates? And I would like you.
Spice base is very popular.
Some coriander seeds, some Chief coriander. And these spices are very important, especially when we cook, because it gives you that authentic Indian flavor.
I see you have a blend of spices, and I understand that curry is a blend of spice.
By
as
all
well.
means, yes. Curry is actually the curry that we're accustomed to is a convenient package
Okay.
of cumin, coriander, chili, turmeric, garam masala. Chief especially was one that actually brought that together in a convenient package for us back in Trinidad and Tobago, so we could just throw it in a pot.
Being the pioneer, I know that they're the first to package curry in Trinidad and Tobago.
By all means.
I remember as a little girl growing up back home, every time we passed the factory, the cheese
Yes.
factory, that beautiful, strong aroma would be in the air.
It's still up, even up to
Stunning.
last week when I was passing and going down Chigonas. You just gotta put it on your window. It's beautiful. It's mesmeric. So
and
what
that's what's happening here right now.
wonderful.
Can't
So I
wait.
have some coriander inside there. I have some whole jeera seeds.
All right.
And it's time for us to, get our aromatics going. So what we have here, Rose,
All right.
is some julienne onions, some minced garlic, and we have some chives inside there and some cilantro. You want to put that inside for me and stir it up?
Sure. And we're going to be using this one.
By all means. So you hear that flavor? You hear what's going on there? The flavor
Yes.
is just emitting already. That's a good sign, that you're chunky and a good butter.
And how long would we leave this for?
You want to leave this for maybe about 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So what you're doing here is right now is a sauteing process, and you want all the onions and the garlic to really bring out a lot of the flavors and the sweetness inside of it. That's very important. All right. So let me talk to you a little bit while this goes about what we're going to be adding next. Can you hand me some of the chief curry?
Absolutely.
You can't make curry without chief brand curry. I also would like some garam masala. Garam masala adds an extra spice inside of our curry, and I also would like some jeera.
Okay.
Jeera, also known as cumin. It's the same thing, but back in Trinidad and Tobago we call it jeera. And these three spices are very, very popular and integral when making a good West Indian curry.
Okay.
All right?
So I know when we think of curry, we think of curry duck. A lot of people love curry
By
duck.
all means.
And Corner River is a quintessential nice spot to have
Oh, yes.
curry duck, but we're bringing curry to Brooklyn.
By all means. So, you know what? Since I'm teaching ReadySetRose how to do this, you want to put some curry powder inside there for me? I'll tell you how much.
All right.
We
Do we usually measure with our hand, or
you
should I
just pour it in like that. You want to average maybe like about a tablespoon.
Okay.
And what we're doing here right now is actually parching the curry to bring out a lot of it more.
Okay.
Beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit of jeera inside there. I would like to say about same amount. Put that down there. And some garam masala for that extra spice.
Okay.
Alright, so put that down.
Sure.
Now, while that goes inside there, what I'm going to do is mix it up like that. As you can see, you're getting the essence of all the predominant curry flavor inside it. The
It
cumin.
smells so good already. I can't wait. When are we going to add the coconut? Because I love coconut.
Let's get to the chicken first.
All right.
We have some chicken thighs here. These chicken thighs, black pepper, salt, chives,
Okay.
cilantro, onion, garlic, a little bit of curry powder, as well as jeera was added. It's good to bolster the flavor inside of whatever you're cooking, whether it be duck, chicken, beef, pork, whatever the case may be. So what we need to do is obviously it's probably like about 2 minutes right now.
All right.
I would like to add some water inside here because we have to then cook our curry and we need water inside it.
Sure.
So maybe add like about a cup for me.
Being the nice sous chef that I am.
Good job. A little more. Good job. Thank you. And you wanna. This is integral. This is what you call cooking your curry, because curry is very granular. It's green. It has a lot of greens in it. If you don't cook it properly, you get that.
So in other words, you've
CDK.
got to patch the curry.
You gotta patch the curry
Okay.
and then cook it in the water to dissolve the curry. Otherwise, you know what curry can do to you if you can cook it good. See, it's very important that you cook the curry properly.
So it's bubbling nicely.
It's bubbling right now.
Comes together nicely.
Wonderful.
So Chef, I could see that the water is reduced by half.
That's important. So it has concentrated flavor right now. We just use the water to cook the curry. So we bring back that concentrated flavor back into there. It's almost like a curry paste.
Okay.
And that means that it's time to add whatever we want to curry.
Oh.
I see your hand went straight with the chicken.
Let's go for
Right,
it.
Chef Rose.
I am excited to eat.
So again,
Chef.
let's go. These are chicken thighs. You can use chicken breast. It could be fish. It could be beef, pork, whatever you fancy. It's the same procedure.
Okay.
And I got
Good
all
to know.
nice West Indian seasonings inside it. Can you put that in the sink for me? And you
And
want to stir this up for me?
Sure. I noticed that we have peas to add to it. We have potatoes to add to it. I love a mixture of peas and potatoes. I feel like it's It's
It's
ideal.
comforting. It's comforting.
Yeah.
And back in Trinidad and throughout the Caribbean, pigeon peas is something that we use. Beans on the whole that we use very much so, a lot. And potatoes also, because it helps to add bulk to whatever we're cooking, especially in a family.
Okay.
We want to make sure that when we cook this one-pot meal, it has everything there. It has our legumes, our starch, our protein. Just today we're cheating with our basmati rice. Let me just take a little peek. Oops, there we go. Let me give it a little stir. Wonderful. So it's not done yet. You ready?
Basmati rice usually take about 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. It's a short.
Yeah.
It's that type of grain that really you don't want to overcook as compared to your traditional rice. Oh my gosh, Rose! Smells so good. So let's add our pigeon peas inside there.
Sure.
So we're not just gonna bubble this up really nice. So there we go.
I remember on one of the recipes we shared on Yum, your recipe also had pigeon peas. It was a curry chicken.
It was actually a curry stew chicken, if I
Curry
remember.
stew chicken.
And that's the beauty about, like in the Caribbean, we tend to want to use a fusion of adding stew and curry together to get the best of both worlds. But I did that already, so I said, let's stick with the curry.
Something
And of course,
different for you guys.
and of course, Chief is a star boy here today.
Yes. See?
Wonderful.
I was happy to wear this apron.
Potatoes.
And now we're going to get a little more dirty.
Could you just remove the water? We want to put the potatoes in the water because potatoes tend to get a little brown. They oxidize, so by keeping them in water,
So you prefer to keep it in the water
by all means, and then strain it out.
up until you were ready to cook.
By all means.
Interesting.
Put it inside.
Right, here we go. Yum!
There we go. Alright, so here we go to recap: pigeon peas, our chicken, our potatoes, and obviously the potatoes will take on that really nice jeera flavor that we have inside. The potatoes and jeera go really nice in my estimation together. So we need a little bit of moisture to cook this in. What do you suggest?
I suggest some cream.
Cream. You could add water, but today we're going to add cream. That is our coconut cream. You want to help me with it?
Absolutely. It's my favorite. Mixture of coconut and where we can use heavy cream.
Yeah, usually we tend to want to mix coconut powder with water. In this case, I like to make it a little more enriched.
Okay.
And could you add a little bit of milk and heavy cream to that for me, please? We're going to get that really velvety, smooth consistency that coconut curry is known for. Sure, you could use water, but again, the texture of the milk and the cream, it's epic.
And what if, you added a little too much?
It's okay. It's okay because this is the water that we need to actually cook it in.
Okay.
And we're going to be adding water to it. So, it's all good. A little more. Wonderful. Good job. I definitely take you back to Trinidad. It's like you're an epic sous chef.
Yes, and one thing about me is that I love to eat. And the other day my mom was saying, well, if you love to eat, you should love to cook too.
I agree with her.
And I said nothing. But you know what? She's going to see this video and she's going to say, what? You could cook? Come in the kitchen. But it's so exciting, guys. And we're happy that we can share this recipe with you. And as you mentioned earlier, all of these particular ingredients by Chief brand products
are available
right
here in the West Indian stores.
Remember that day the Chief truck pulled up in front of my office and I
Yes,
sent you the picture and
I
you're
was
like, wow.
Chief big in the dance, boy.
Yes.
You want to add that now?
So is it important to stir it? And
It's just stir it in, but it's all going to break down together when you add it inside there. So let me help you with that. Alright. Good job. Put that in the sink for me.
Okay.
Now check this out. Do you see the flavor? Sorry, not the flavor, but the color
Yes.
that is taking on here? It's beautiful. We want to add a little touch of water. Go ahead.
And I'm not sure, you weren't,
That's
the
perfect.
milk, maybe you might want to add some milk. I'm not sure if you might want to add
No,
some milk.
I don't want to add too much milk. The water will do this perfect. You smelling the cardamom and the cinnamon inside there? That's what basmati rice. Anytime you eat basmati rice, those are the two predominant smells that you get from it, and that's what we put inside.
Usually when basmati rice is served, I don't see that cardamom, and it's good to know that you can add that. I'm learning.
Yeah,
And I'm loving it.
This is why I'm here on ReadySetRose.com, and especially for all your fans to check it out, because I want them to try this home, and the recipe will be available.
It seems very easy. So far. Something I can actually do.
Well, to be honest with you, it is easy to the
Yeah.
point where right now it's just a
So
waiting.
fun.
It's a waiting game. So
Yeah.
you know what? The rice is nearly there, maybe like about 4 minutes again. This probably has maybe 15 minutes. You want to help me with the salad?
Absolutely. Let's do
Alright,
it.
Let's do it.
So, Chef Jason, earlier you told us about the spin on the West Indian salad.
Yes, it's my little personal spin on it. It embodies a lot of the familiar salad ingredients that we use back home, such as tomatoes and cucumbers. Here I have diced avocados, diced cucumbers. I removed the insides of the cucumbers. I didn't want that watery part.
Okay.
Some purple julienne onions. I also have some half cherry tomatoes. You could use the ordinary local tomatoes, it's no problem. I just find aesthetically they look beautiful. Alright, what I do need help is for you to pick the leaves off the parsley for me while I dress it. Could you help me with that?
Yay! Some work.
In the meantime, while I dress it, I have some olive oil here. Olive oil is really nice for like dressing salads. It's light, it's refreshing, it's herbaceous. So I'm just going to add a little bit like that. And any salad always appreciates a little bit of vinegar. Vinegar brings a little bit of pungency to the dressing itself. You could use balsamic vinegar, you could use household vinegar nevertheless, but I tend to like the more fruity or herbaceous ones, but still has a little bit of pungency inside, and red wine vinegar does that really well, and it marries itself very well with tomatoes because tomatoes are sweet.
And would it change? I think it'll add a nice color to the salad as well.
By all means.
Presentation, I know that it has you chef, take pride in presentation.
You see, food is something that it's got to look appealing visually. We know that it may taste good, especially whoever the chef is, but it's like when you go into the deli and you see all these cheesecakes, you're like, I want that, it's bound to taste good. You haven't tasted it, but it looks good.
It's appealing.
It's appealing. So some little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and that's pretty straightforward, that's it more or less. Olive oil, a little bit of vinegar, black pepper, salt, and I see your parsley is done. So here we go, we're mixing it up like that.
Those magical hands are working very fast.
What do you know about magical hands?
Tell them the truth.
What people may not know is that Rose actually gave me the name Magical Hands. That's the term that was actually coined in the song Bubble With Me. And maybe I should let another cat out of the bag. You know those sexy voiceovers at the end of the song? Guess who's that? Give them a little sample.
We're about to have some sexy salad right now. By the magical hands.
Beautiful magic. That's what they call me now. They say that whatever I touch, it's magic. So there we go, Rose. Would you like to try this? As you can see, it's very colorful. It has all the tomatoes.
And we're going to add some cashews.
You like cashews?
Love. I prefer the ones with no salt, so I noticed that one has no salt.
Alright, so let's add a little bit of cashews inside of it. This is going to add a little bit of crunch to it. And I think that is very important. So,
ready to eat.
You ready? Okay, grab your fork. And I want you to get a really satisfying bite of everything. Let me know if it needs more salt, just as what we spoke about earlier on. Salt is very important, as well as black pepper and seasoning, but we have to know how to use it. Be honest with me, we need a little more olive oil, salt, black pepper.
Everything is perfect.
It's perfect.
I love the avocado, the way it just flavors the entire thing. It's delicious. I can't wait to eat.
Well, now that our salad is done, let's go check on our chicken.
Let's do it. So, Chef Jason, we made the salad earlier, and I also saw that you strained the rice, the basmati rice.
Yes, as mentioned, the rice takes no time to cook, between 8 and 10 minutes. So that's done with. I put it back into the pot, so it's ready to go. And talk about go. Yeah.
I think the chicken looks like it's almost ready to go in my tummy.
As you can see, it's had reduced almost by 1/3, and that's a good indication. However, I want you to taste it because we need to taste the sauce. I haven't added any black pepper and salt yet, and sometimes flavors converge together, so you don't know if it needs seasoning or if it doesn't need seasoning.
I nominate myself to be your taster.
There you go. You're knighted. What's it?
I think it needs a little bit of black pepper.
You see, sometimes when the spices like the curry and the jeera come together, that's pretty much sufficient sometimes. But you always want to flavor at the end and taste at the end, and that's very important. I think a lot of home cooks know that. So some black pepper and salt. Let me stir this for you, and I want you to give it one last taste, please.
So remember, guys, don't overthrow the seasoning, the salt,
black
pepper.
You can always put in, but you cannot take out. Taste it in, Rose. Let's go.
All right.
Since you're my royal taster.
Yes, can't wait.
I think we're good though. It's good.
Perfection.
In terms of the chicken, you could always taste the chicken. I know it's done, more or less, but the texture is something that you want to taste. But we're in a good position right now. So I guess it's time to plate up.
Yes.
You ready to do this?
Of course.
Let's do it.
Feeling hungry, I chunky some cheap curry to give it spicy flavor. I use cheap brand masala. If you see the mouth water when I throw in the jeera. If you want the best curry around. brand products, the best in the tongue. Ask your Aja or even Naji.
Wow, Chef Jason, you took pride in making this presentation perfected. I mean, it looks really colorful. It's delicious. I can't wait to just have it all in my tummy.
You see, you said it there again. You said it's delicious, but
Yes.
you haven't tasted it yet. But it looks good, so
It
you
looks
assume
good.
it's delicious.
I tasted the chicken, but with everything together, no. Honestly, I haven't
Well, this
tasted
is
it
where
yet.
the true taste test comes into play. Let me hear what you have to say, and for all your fans of ReadySetRose,
Okay.
the proof is in the pudding. Well, in
And
this case, the proof is in the curry.
I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe as well.
Try to get the perfect bite. See, can you try the salad?
Delicious.
I want you to get it. The freshness of the salad really brings vibrancy to the dish, and that's very important because with a curry dish like that, it can be quite strong.
Right.
So bring in a little bit of greens inside there, and refreshing flavor is what the whole idea of what a salad is all about, and the crunch of the cashews.
Oh,
I see it.
cashews.
I see it. Nice.
Are you drooling? Because I'm going to be eating all of this.
Don't worry, we still have a full pot. I'm gonna fix myself up. No, I'm glad you love it. I'm glad to be on ReadySetRose to share my recipes, not only under the Yum column, but live and direct right here.
It's so good after so many months of just posting your recipe to have you come in live and direct using Chief. And am I going to get to keep this? Because I think I'll be cooking a little more.
If you promise me that you're going to be bubbling Chief from now on, you get that.
Well, you know what? It's such a great deal, and I'm happy that you passed through so we can, share this one-on-one cooking with the viewers. And I hope to have you back on ReadySetRose.com.
Let's cheers to that.
Yes.
To coming back on ReadySetRose.com.
Some more bubbling. And I was hurried for curry, and I got it.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yo, it's your boy Chef Jason for cheap brand curry. When my girl's feeling hungry, I chunk in some cheap curry. When my girl's feeling hungry, I chunk in some cheap curry to give it spicy flavor. I use cheap brand masala. If you see them of water when I throw in the jeera. If you want the best curry around, cheap brand products, the best in the tongue. Ask your Aja or even Naji. Over 50 years we run this country. Yo, it's your boy Chef Jason, the original bubbling star. And when I'm cooking curry, I always choose cheap brand products. The cheap reason is always taste.